Welcome once again to the coffee shop, everybody. This is your host and barista, Eric. This podcast is designed to teach you the right and wrong way to get in and out of your trades, because I'm not just going to tell you the right way. I'll also show you the things that you should not do. It's also a platform where I get to release my versions of popular indicators, and I'll show you how to use them. And of course, from time to time, I will call out really bad strategies because I don't want you guys to have bad information. This video in particular is going to be about catching breakouts and drawing trend lines using the Heikin Ashi using the Heikin Ashi Algo Oscillator. Now, do not be discouraged, my friends, because I have a surprise for you at the end of this video. Now, I hope you didn't tune out because I said Heikin Ashi Algo and you don't have access to it. Don't worry, you can still do all of this using the CSC-HARSI. And if you want to be able to grab that, you can always get it. Just look for a link in the description and you'll be able to get your CSC-HARSI. Otherwise, you can just, let's do this. Wait, hang on. Let me finish the intro. Hold up. I'll show you how to use them, blah, blah, blah. I don't want you guys to have bad information. Feel free to share this content anywhere you choose online. And of course, do not fall for scams, because I will not contact you for any type of currencies, lending, or any financial help in any way. That being said, if you do see me on the street and you want to give me $1, all power to you, I'll be more than happy to accept it. So that is up to you. And don't get worried if I do send you a message. It's usually just a thank you for following me, for commenting on the scripts and the ideas. And I do like to follow people back when they're following me, because this is a communal thing, right? So I want to see what you guys are, what you guys are up to. Helps give me ideas. All that being said, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to draw trend line, right? Trend lines and the possibility of using trend channels using the support and resistance indicators that are in both the Heikin Ashi Algo Oscillator and the CSC-HARSI. Now, you may not have the algo on your charts, but you can go and get the HARSI, the CSC-HARSI. I would not recommend going and getting the old regular HARSI because it does not have these indicators, and you're going to want to see this information. So go into your indicators tab on Tradingview and type in coffee shop, right? Type in CoffeeshopCrypto and you'll see under community scripts, you'll see CoffeeshopCrypto HARSI 2022. I'm going to add mine to the chart, and I just want you to see that between the two of these, the indications that I'm talking about are identical, okay? You're seeing the same things. The only thing you don't see is these little X's and these little X's. You don't see that. They have a purpose, and we'll get into that in another video, or maybe later in this one. I'm already 3 minutes in, and I haven't showed you how to do this just yet. But so here are your resistance markers. Here are your support markers, because this is the CSC-HARSI, and the same thing is showing up in your Heikin Ashi Algo. What you want is these to be showing up, support and resistance. So go into your indicator settings, and under the style, make sure that support and resistance is turned on. Okay. Now, don't worry about that bull rejection, bear rejection. We'll get into that in another video. So I don't need this one on my screen. I have the algo, and you'll be able to work with the CSC-HARSI. I'm going to take this off just to save some real estate on my screen, right? Good. So let's get into this one. Now, what you're looking for is the support and resistance indications. Red one's resistance, green one is support. It means price was moving up, met resistance, and it's being pushed back down. If it didn't specifically go down, then it needs more resistance. And as you can see, you get resistance here, you get resistance here, you get resistance here. Now, what is the benefit of having these, and how does it work with trend lines? Well, when you are in an uptrend and you see resistance and you're wondering why price is flat, you want to know when it's going to be going back down, okay? So you have your range has started. You can see the range has started. Go to your resistance, grab your trend line, okay? Go to resistance and go to the top of that candle, the close of that candle, okay? Now, you're waiting for a support level to show up. So in the meantime, you can just draw the line just straight out to anywhere you want. Do your trades, do whatever you're doing, right? Now, for the most part, when you open up your charts, you should have drawn up your support and resistance levels, right? You put one here, you put one probably right there. This peak shows up, you've got one there. Here's a valley down here, right here, you've got one there, right? So I really just draw 4 on there. That's it. I'm just drawing those 4. And as you can see, they are pertinent later on in price action. So resistance shows up, put a line. And you can see that it's bouncing off of that line, it's bouncing off that line. All of a sudden, you see support shows up. Okay, I'm going to draw this line and go right through the bottom of support. What is happening? Look at what is happening here. Price is obviously moving up, but your trend line is facing down. So your trend is actually a downtrend. And what you're looking at is this mountain was created in price action. It's moving up, but resistance, support. Support is too low compared to resistance. So you are going to be looking for a short. If this is facing down, you are looking for shorts. Okay. Now, let's get into this. Basically, what this is showing you is the angle and the new angle of your trend line. So you want to know if you should be doing longs or shorts. Since this is facing down, you should be looking for short positions. Here, you obviously have range again. This candle breaks through your support level and it breaks through your trend line. So you could have entered here, right? And just simply go down to the next trend line, the next support level. You would have caught that, right? Deal. Now, you're waiting for something else to happen. You have a support, so you have a resistance, you have support, you drew a line straight through it, but then you get another support. So do you draw another line? No, you simply move this line because this new support level is telling you the trend angle has changed. That's what it's telling you. So right now your trend is at -6 degrees. Okay. Now your trend, wrong place. This actually goes here. I put these up because I want to be able to just kind of catch these easier instead of looking for them. So now your trend line was up here moving this way. Now your trend line is like this. Okay. Assume for a second that all of this didn't happen yet. It's not happened yet. Okay. So you can see your trend line is now down here. You end up with price hitting your support or resistance level, and it comes back down and bounces off. You see that there are no more resistance levels showing up. Why? Because this is resistance enough, and it's bouncing around. It's bouncing around. Every time it hits it, you can go down to your trend line right there. Okay. Literally, it rejects off of it. You can get in, okay, and go down to your trend line, and you end up catching that move right there. Now, it rejects off the bottom of it, right? Okay, take a long. You just rejected off the bottom. Okay, no problem. Go to the top. Catch that one. You caught that one too. Okay. Now, price is still moving around, and all of a sudden you get another support line. You had one here and you drew right through it. Now the angle has changed. So if you notice what's happening, your support line is less declined. So the angle is getting more flat. Why? Because you had resistance to push down, and then you had a push up, and a push up, which means the line of your trend line is doing this. It pushes up, it pushes up, it pushes up, but it already had to work against a negative. So it was at what, -6 before, wherever it was? It was originally at minus something. Then it got to push up. Then I got to push up. And then I got to push up, right? Pushed up, pushed up, pushed up, another push up. Every time you are in resistance and your angle goes down, the more supports you get with no resistance, the less steep your line is. Now, let's get back to it. We have a new angle here, right? We have a new angle, new support. It obviously breaks below that trend line. So you're looking for a test off of it or a break above it. And you get a test off of it. This would have been your short entry right here. Well, not here. Tested off of it. Price came down. Get in. Go for your swing high. And what do you do? What do you want to take? You want to take a 1 to 5? What do you want to take? Well, personally, I would take the previous swing low, or I would take the support or resistance level, or whatever you have. The most recent swing low you actually have is this one. It's not a real low, but it's kind of a swing low, right? So I'm going to look left like you should. You should always look left. And I see a swing low right here. I'm going to draw a line right there. Okay. Draw a line right there. And that would have been your exit right there. And when you got out, it would have been right at the top of that range. Okay. So I'm going to take this off now and take this off. Okay. So we still have no more support or resistance markers showing up. No new ones have arrived, right? We drew this one. They gave us a new steep in a new angle for us. So I can actually keep trailing that one all the way out. Just keep it all the way out. Now what do you have? Okay, price is still moving down. You're not sure about what you do. Hey, I end up hitting another support level. Here, I get support. So what do? Change the angle because you did not get resistance. Drag it straight down to the close of that candle and look at what's happening. Now your price is above your angle. Your angle is still down. You're still in a downtrend, but your price is above it. Do not take this long position as it happens, okay? Do not take it. Now, keep in mind, while you were doing this, you should have been putting up your support and resistance levels. Here, you end up getting what? You get what? Support right there. Here, you got support, right? You got support here. You put a line. Now, when you see price moving down, you're in a range. You could have traded down to that level. But what you want price to do is, since you're in a downtrend, you're looking for shorts. You want price to break through that line. It breaks through. It comes up and tests off of it, right? Because the line is actually a zone. Look carefully. The line is actually a zone. Parallel channel. So you know that your line is here, right? Support and resistance. You know that it's there. I'm going to draw a straight line out. But if you look at the wick of this candle that I'm on right now, that is your zone. You need this candle to break through that full zone and test off of it without going into it. If it does that, then that means your entry for another short, test off of it, closes here, right? Go to the top of that zone and make your trade down to the next support level right there. Okay, you still have no additional support and resistance lines, but you're able to trade in these spaces, right? Now, price obviously shoots way, way down there, so something must be happening. What's going on? Price is all the way down here. Okay, why not get your trend line in that same space? Like, get it out to here. I'm watching this location because this is my last marker for support. I want to make sure I'm in line with that. Okay, here. And what do? I see this. I'm at that price, sell all the way down to here. And what happens? Price ends up going all the way down to this level. Now what do you get? I got support again. I got support here. Okay, I'm going to move this up. I don't have a resistance yet. I'm moving that up. Right there, right? Same trend line from way back here. This is now how many days long? On a 1 hour chart, this is now 9 days long, 9 days and 4 hours. You're able to use the same trend line over and over again. So even if you missed the move way back here and you started looking at your chart here, do your technical analysis, draw your trend lines, put up your markers, put up your support and resistance, you'll be able to see where price is going to go down to, bounce off, and where you should get in. Now, what's next? Look at what's next. You ended up with a support level here, support, so draw a support line right there, okay? This candle breaks both your trend line and your support line. You get in for a long position right there, okay? And you go to the next level. You go right there, and that gets you out right before consolidation. See, price hits that level and it just goes flat. Now what are you looking for? What are you looking for? I'm looking for another support or resistance level. Now you can see where I entered into this one. Okay, you can see I left these on here on purpose. You know, I ended up doing a buy here, which was very early. I should have did it over here, but I thought I would get lucky and I let it sell right there. So moving on, I still have no support, no resistance levels, but something interesting happens. Price is taking place. I'm dragging my line straight out to be compliant with where price is above my line, right? I'm still on the I'm still on the support of that candle. Price is moving down, price is moving down, price is moving down, and it hits here. And then what happens? It doesn't really break through it. There's a rejection off the bottom, and then a nice candle moving up. Then an engulfing candle moving up. This is where you buy. And you go to the support level. End up buying there, right? Buy. Go to that support level. Pull back just a little bit and get out. You can use the trend line as your stop loss. This is a 1 to 2.7. Okay, I'm never going to tell you take a 1 to 5 or a 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. That's ridiculous. Like, you need to know where to get out of these trades. So using the Heikin Ashi Algo, now you can see how you can use this trend line, the same trend line. You would change this trend line when you get another resistance. You would start over and you would draw a line from, let's say, here. Let's say this was your support. You would draw from support and you would go up to wherever resistance shows up. You would go up to there and you would use that and wait for a break of that line. Now, here is the surprise for you. I said I have a surprise for you, right? I am going to release the Heikin Ashi Algo as is later today, and you can use it with some of the indicators that are available currently. It will have the support and resistance levels. It will have alerts to tell you when to get in and out of trades. For example, you can see here, Heikin Ashi Algo, and it'll say exit long and exit short. So it'll tell you when you should get out of your exit long position here. This is your exit short. Price is moving down, get out of your short position. Price is moving up, you get out of your long position. This X, it's a green X. It means price is moving up and you get out of your long position. It's telling you when to do that. And that alert will show up on your phone, in your email, on your desktop, okay? It'll have the range signals, so you know that you're in a range. It'll have the support and resistance levels. Also, bulls rejected means this is a very strong rejected. There's a bullish move. It's very strongly got rejected. So this means really get out of your trade. So I'll release a video on that. In the meantime, I will release the algo, and there will be updates continuously happening on that one because I'm very happy with the way it works. Now, go ahead, play this video back to front, ask questions below. There's a lot of information in here. And like I said, when you get a resistance marker, right? You get a resistance marker, you put a line up and just draw it out to wherever. When you get a support, you can see exactly which way your angle is going. Now, I can say that the next thing that's going to come up after this is going to be a resistance marker. How do I know this? Well, I noticed that here at this support level, price is here, right? Price is here. And I noticed at this support level, price is here in a downtrend. However, if you look at your RSI, look at the RSI. The RSI is down here, and here the RSI is up here. So you have a divergence. This is clearly showing you a divergence, a bullish divergence. This is the importance of drawing your trend lines. So now it's a lot easier to see from point A to point B. All right, people? Hope you like that last two little tidbits. Enjoy the rest of your day.